Hey, I'm still here. Okay, so you got laid off, but you're having a hard time actually finding a new role now that you've been laid off and as a manual QA. So we really got to think about this, and there's more to this that needs to be dug out, right? So first, if you are saying you got laid off from a manual QA position, is that your only skill set? Meaning, do you only do front end manual testing, test case writing, test execution? Is that all that you have on your job description? Now, here's why I ask that. Because in the market that we are in, there is a lot more competition out here. You need to have more skills of API testing, SQL, something more to also show you a greater asset. There are still manual QA roles. In fact, many of them actually call you more of a QA engineer, but they are looking for more. You're in a market where you're going to have to compete better than just position as a manual QA. So when you say manual QA, what does that mean? And I understand that you're saying ultimately that you don't do automation, but do you have just front-end testing, back-end testing, middleware testing? Do you have other skills of testing that you can compete? Because there are still jobs out here that are essentially manual QA roles, even if they don't have the word manual in them. They might call you a software test engineer. They might call you a quality assurance analyst. They might call you a QA engineer. But ultimately, it's going to come down to what does manual QA mean for your skill set? And if you are lacking other skill sets of database testing, API testing, even contributing to automation and being exposed to automation, I would definitely go get that so you can be more competitive and up that resume. So when you say you can't find anything, I don't feel that it's necessarily that you can't find anything. I feel that you're competing against more people that's positioned just like a manual QA. So it's almost like you might not even be getting seen. So there are jobs out here, but you're going to have to compete a lot harder than just being positioned as a manual QA. What skill sets outside of just manual QA, what does that mean? And that resume needs to be boosted up with other skill sets of testing. All right, and here's what I mean. This is a QA manual position, remote. Again, you're dealing with the fact that there's more competition in the market and also less jobs that's remote, because more jobs are also asking for on-site or hybrid positions. So that's also going to thin your pipeline. But here's a manual QA tester role right here. Then we also have a QA analyst role here. We're going to look down and see, are they asking for any other high skill sets? No, well, they are. Postman, API testing. So there are roles here, but they also are saying, okay, what does your skill set actually have API testing? Here's a manual QA tester role. Okay, now this is a contract, but however, again, here's database testing. See how it's manual, but they want some type of other types of testing. Here's an e-commerce manual QA engineer. This one should be good to go for you there. And here's another one, but they want someone that has Epic experience. So I would say ultimately, I wish you the best of luck. Get back into the market, stay in the market. Make sure you're applying for 30 per day. Make sure you're using other sites outside of LinkedIn, and make sure that your resume is representing other forms of testing, not just front-end UI web testing or manual mobile testing. Make sure you have API testing, database testing. Make sure you have some articulation, understanding of contributing to automation, supporting automation. Even if you're not proficient in automation, you need to show something to be more of an asset. Hope that helps. Follow me for more.